of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quick handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Noles! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? You get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Bussey. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Webster. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for room. It's Owens. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on him from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a second and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At the 45 on his way. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Williams.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Finds his big tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They are up by 7 over Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Hand off from the shotgun. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams.
Oh, a lot of space. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. He throws one to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they've just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Back to the ground game on the left. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Pittman. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on you on 2nd down.
The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Sets up the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Complete downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Motion from the back. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Takes the easy completion. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's flight. At the 35, he's open. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Dropping back, it's Hart. Rush is on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gets away from one, finds room. And the ball's loose in the backfield.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's White. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Knowles get it past the sticks.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. The quick out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Send the tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Seminoles are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll send out the kicker here. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He wants to change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Defensively, dude, I'm just thinking about so many things, and now you throw this in there. Now you get the ball to a fast guy on the perimeter right away. That's not the running back. And I'm so dialed into the running back, and you running the ball downhill, or maybe the quarterback running. Now you kind of mix this in there for a positive gain. Really smart play by the offense down here in the red zone.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 35 over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Reed. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
They'll try the run. Running into the open space. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit, because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Hart. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.